Hi everyone.
Hello, let's wait a little bit until more people join us. Слушай, какая-то затуманенная, или у меня очки такие.
Okay, cool.
Hello everyone, so if you can hear us, please write to the chat, so we will try to fix if some technical problems. So let me introduce Alexandra. She's the co-founder of the Rubic, and today we will show our presentation, what we have done during the 2022 and our next plans, and in the end we will answer the questions. So Alexandra, what is the plan for today's event?
So as usual, as our common tradition, we will start with presentation from our side. Then we will answer the question that you have submitted. And after, we will open all our chats, so you can ask us online questions and we will answer. Approximately, it will take around like 40 minutes, 60 minutes. So let's see how it goes and how many questions you will have.
Okay, so can you show presentation?
Yes, so now the presentation.
So please write down if you can see the slides. So let's start again. So long time without AMAs, and huge thanks to Colin for weekly AMAs. We believe that is great, and to be honest, sometimes I feel that Colin even better can show what we have done and in the marketing terms. But anyway, we will continue our AMAs with and share our plans and what we have achieved so far. So what is Rubic? So we are great tool for cross-chain swaps, 15,000 assets, 12 blockchains, 60 dexes, fiat on ramps, bridges. So we tool which helps people to save a lot of time, not go to exchanges, not go to the bridges, to find the best road solution and get the max revenue with the lowest possible time. One of the main achievements of the last, I think, 1 year or several months is that we have noticed by big players like Polygon, Near, Harmony, Taylor, Symbiosis, Telos, and others, and they provide us a grant, support with integration, support with the marketing, and we're really proud of this one because it's really important, because that's how we got new users and how we got attention from these communities and so on. And also we are audited by 2 companies, Fairproof and Assertive. So what we have done so far since January, we continue integrating new chains. It was Arbitrum, Aurora, Near, Telos. We have launched staking second round. We have released our first SDK, and it's really big. It was really big risk for us. We have launched a referral campaign, and it has a great success. I think it's about 3,000 or 7,000 unique links were generated, something like this. And also we continue working on integration of the DEXs, Uniswap version 3, Algebra, 1inch, integrations. We just completed integration of 1inch for Arbitrum today. and Phantom also. So that's work we continue on daily basis. Also, we have launched liquidity providing program. It's the first time when people can provide own liquidity to be like fuel for our exchange. And that's big numbers from regarding the new users from Alexandra, that 122,000 people. We have new users who learned about Rubic, who start using Rubic, and hopefully they become our holders also. So the most important achievements. Our widget is very popular for the projects because we give ability users to buy tokens right on the site, so no need to go to the exchange, find the ticker, find the best place where you could buy it. Don't need to wait until one each is listed, so you can immediately buy the token right on the project site. And as already mentioned, more than 60 projects already use us, and we are unique on this market, and I don't know any other solutions which do it this way. So that's great that we find the way how we can be good not only for retail users but also for the projects. Rubic SDK. So thanks to our SDK protocols, and for example, if you launch on Ethereum or let's say on Phantom, on Moonriver, thanks to our SDK, you can attract much more users from other chains. So if your protocol, let's say on Phantom, users from Ethereum can also use your protocol because of the Rubic. And we have already 4 projects, companies who already integrate our SDK, and more to come, and it shows that we do right things because the market needs such functionality, and our SDK, I believe, it's much better than competitors, and I will explain later why this. So just would like to thanks to our partners who don't afraid to integrate our SDK and make the first integration, because of course there were some bugs, some issues, and we are fixed together. So thanks them for support and making this happen. Some talks about RPC token. So we had staken second round, which was filled like in 1 hour, and we proud that our community supported us in this case. It was not very good case when it was interrupted, let's say, and we will cover it in AMA section of this event. And also we were noticed by Kraken and Crypto.com, and they listed us. And also we believe it's a big success because it's not just a question of the listing, but that's how people learn about us. So any new token which is listed on Kraken, of course, a lot of new people start learning this product, what is this about, go to the site, try to use this one, and so on. So that's, I believe, one of the main achievements during the last months. It's a listing called Kraken and Crypto.com.
There is some information from marketing part. We've been continuously doing the marketing. We worked with media. There are a few medias that mentioned us. We have much more. Then we continue to grow our social medias and work with influencers there. And as you can see, like our Twitter grew by 53%. Then since January 2020, we've been also mentioned by different influencers more than 70 times.
Whoa, so
yes,
fast.
That was fast.
Okay. So just want to get your attention for this slide, because it's I think it's really important for the whole project, for the next steps. So what we feel right now is that the market of cross-chain is extremely tough right now. So there are a lot of players which are doing the same, like Celer, multi-chain, Debridge, Chainport, O-Bridge, Poly Network. So there are a lot of projects which are quite good, and Symbiosis, of course, who do the same. And we are a little bit different, let's say, because we are not just swap USDC to USDC, but we give ability to swap any token to any other token. But we believe it's not enough to win this race, and that's why we change our positioning a little bit. So not a little bit, but I think quite seriously. So right now we will consider ourselves like a tool which answered the questions. So where you can buy any new token which just released, where you can migrate your liquidity to the new chain. If you are the project, how you can accept all the other currencies from any other chains right on your side in your protocol. If you again, if you use a SDK, so it should be the most convenient SDK with some extra features, which will choose Rubic because it's just much more easier to use than all the other things. And also, I think I will also mention this one, that we are not just cross-chain bridge. We, let's say, aggregator of the bridges. So every time we will find the best road how to do swap to the next chain. And in the future, I believe we also can divide the liquidity when it goes from one chain to another one to provide you the best road experience and also the best rates. And nobody on the market doing this right now, and we feel that it's our niche for market expansion. So next slide.
Okay, now back to marketing. We actually have a different strategy at the moment because of what Vladimir just mentioned. We hired more people in our team. We will present them quite soon as well and publish them as well. And we divided our marketing in two different directions. The first one is B2C. That's what we will continue to do, and that's for the users. We will involve more users, work with projects, so we'll have more and more unique users who will swap on Rubic.exchange. And then we will start our B2B direction. So we will work more with the projects, protocols, and any other who needs the widget, who needs SDK. So we will target them. For that, we have different activities for both directions. So you will see that quite soon.
Can't
Sure.
wait, can't
Yeah,
wait.
can't wait. Oh, same for me.
Okay, so our goals, so it's our roadmap, I believe, for the next months. So we will continue to integrate the bridges. We have already completed with almost completed with the seller. Symbiosis will be done by June. Multi-chain next, REN BTC next. So why it's important? Because we believe that on the current market situation, it's not enough having just one bridge, even if it's perfect. So we will continue to use our Rubic bridge if it's better for some pairs or some blockchains. In other case, we will choose the best solution for the swap. And also, you know, it's we believe if Rubic will get expanded to the market, so people should not care what is inside of this one. So is it working because of multi-chain, or if it's like hacking multi-chain, it will be immediately switch off to Symbiosis, and your exchange will be done in time. So that's what we are target on. We have almost removed limits for cross-chain transactions. So if you believe it's last month it was 50,000 for the max transaction possible. So I believe that it will be 3 times more by the end of this week. Working this one, and next it will be like up to 10 millions for the swaps. And it's really important because again we need to process all type of the users, all type of the transactions, because for protocols 1 million it's nothing. It's for users it's quite big. NFT Gamify widget release is completely new feature for us, and it's the same as a widget for the project for ERC20 or BIP20. Imagine that you go to any NFT marketplace and you will be able to spend not only Ether or not only Matic for buying any NFT on this marketplace, but any other asset, and our goal is to develop it's very attractive for the users and the projects to integrate it, and don't care how it works, just get your NFT sold on this marketplace. And that's, I think, some marketing. Okay.
Yeah.
Our dreams. Also, as already mentioned, so SDK version 2 release, so much more abilities for the protocols to choose our SDK, not the others. Staking 3.0, we believe that we should incentivize people who hold and freeze RBC for a long period of time, and happy to give more rewards for this kind of the people. That's why we decided to relaunch Staking 2.0, because from our perspective it's not very honest for the holders. So in Staking 3.0 it will be open for much more people, so you will not need to be in a rush. So if you just wake up and see that everything is closed already, we believe this is it's wrong. So we try to make it open for the more audience, and depending on your wish how long you would like to hold to freeze, you will get more or less rewards. Rubic rebranding, so that's already what is Alexandra mentioned. Again, so I personally, my dream is that when new token is launched, you will already know how to buy it on the Rubic. So we will prepare like educational video how to do it. We will create a special landing page how to do it. So to get all the new users, all the new tokens, which is extremely hot when it's launched, come to the Rubic. So that's part of our Rubic rebranding. So to attract much more audience that we have right now. And new chains integrations, a lot of questions, by the way, regarding the BTC, and I hope it will be done very soon. So right now we complete with the symbiosis, and then we will go to multi-chain and also BTC. Okay, so it's by the end of this year we also plan to develop widget for launchpads and make some partnerships in this market, because we believe that it will be great collaboration between launchpads and us, because they will continue to get more traffic even if token is already generated. So people not go to Uniswap or let's say Sushi, they will be able to buy it or sell immediately on the launchpad. So we feel that it will be a win-win solution for both projects for Rubic in any launchpad. The next one is Dune Analytics integration, and we feel that we are not enough transparent for the community and for new investors, for new people who are interested in the Rubic, because it's, for me personally, if I can see like full data, how it performs, what is the daily volume, how users database growing and so on. So we believe that it's mandatory for the crypto to show and be transparent with the community. So we already start working on this one and hope to release the full version of our analytics by the end of this year. NFT bridge, so it's like the next step of our NFT widget. So we will also give ability users to swap between the chains from NFTs. It's like still a lot of questions how to do it in the right way. It should be the wrapped NFT or it should be a new NFT minted, but I think it will be done with some collaborations who are already working on this problem, and also with the blockchains like Polygon, Ethereum, Avalanche. So because all of them needed this one, and also Solana, of course. Mobile version rebuild. We see that a lot of people use Rubic for everyday swaps, and a lot from them mobile, and that's forced us to build a much more friendly mobile web version. So we didn't decide yet regarding the mobile application and what it should be. Should be also a wallet and cross-chain swaps, or it's just cross-chain swaps, or it should be like Blockfolio, where you can see your current holdings and dashboard. So there are a lot of questions what should be also included to this mobile applications. So we didn't make a decision final yet. So it's, if you have any good examples how it can be looks like, please send to us. But anyway, by the end of this year, our mobile web version, which will be fully rebuilt and will be much more attractive for the users. So this just main things which we just mentioned. So unlimited cross-chain transactions. We will also improve our support. So to answer the question as soon as possible, become more transparent for everyone, and more secure, because we react and have a lot of ways how we can implement the cross-chain swaps and any kind of the swaps, because we just have much more abilities than all other players. And also, of course, SDK, so it's more protocols and more big players who use us, because it's important for us, because volume for us give a profit. So we need to find a place where how we can generate more volume, because it affects all of us, including our stakers and holders. Okay, so the last slide, it's about our dreams. So in the end, so how do we feel Rubic will looks like, let's say, in half of a year or in 1 year? So we consider it's like, if you know the Stripe in real world, so it's a tool where you can install easy on any site, on any internet shop, and it will be the same. So if you go to any NFT marketplace, you will see the Rubic widget. If you go to game, you will see that you can use Rubic for buying game asset. If you use a protocol, sometimes you will not even know that this protocol use our SDK to give you ability to utilize this one. So that's how we looks like our Rubic will be, let's see, next year. So it will be not like just Amazon, but also the Stripe for the whole crypto. And what also is important, that we continue doing this in decentralized way. So no KYC, no centralized services in all our building this routing. If one service is centralized, it's out. So we will not use this one. So only decentralized solutions which can be managed also in decentralized way. So I think that's it from for the presentation and our important what is the name,
updates, goals.
Yeah, it just in the end. So I would like to mention that everyone which I show Rubic the first time, they go to our community and really surprised how it's powerful, how it's big, and how it's active. So thanks for this one, and I also believe that part of our success, or all success, I think, relates to how it works together. So, for example, listings, I think it's part of this is our community. New projects, like a lot of referral links generated because of you. So thanks for this one, and let's make Ruby great. Thank you.
Again.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let me go back. Here. Nice. So now we will start probably
With
first answering questions that you guys have submitted to us before, and then we will answer the questions that you sent, so on YouTube or in our chat. And it's funny because I was reading some comments and there are some funny ones. Cool. Okay. So let's start first with the marketing.
Yes. Let me do some.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
cool.
I will read the questions.
Okay. So let's start with the marketing then. Of course, we've got lots of questions about when Binance here, and all these kind of questions. So what I can say in general about the listing, we are always in touch with different big tier 1, tier 2 exchanges, and we continue to talk to them, and I'm sure we will see more results of that soon as well. So cannot
yeah, I just would like to add, sorry, that our strategy was to be listed on the next tier exchange every time. So at first we're listed on Probit, then it was Gate.io, next we got Kraken, Crypto.com, and the next one I think it can be also something bigger that we have right now. So it's every time it works like this one. So we'll continue to
increase and get more new centralized exchanges and have some activities with them as well. So then we had a nice and funny question about the bat signal, when Rubic will have this bat signal everywhere in the sky. I would love to start that like tomorrow. That's my thing, but let's see. I think we can do that once we will celebrate like a big number, let's say 1 million users will use Rubic, so then we can launch this bat light in the sky in different cities like Dubai or New York or like Paris, for example. So we will have it once we will have a big accomplishment of the number of users that we have. Then another one, can we get another team member to join the voice chat with Colin once a month? I personally would like to hear from devs, Vladimir or Alexandra. Yes, that's a great idea. Thank you. We will do that more often, maybe not one a month, but maybe even once a month. But yeah, definitely you will see us or someone else from the team as well. Not only Colin, but Colin does his job very well, so sometimes it feels then more than enough to have him and present Rubic. He is actually going to be at Consensus quite soon, so if you guys there as well, please like find him, talk to him, meet him in person. So the next one is
I can answer some question if you want.
Okay, sure.
Okay. So regarding the development, we have a question. It's how do we feel during this market situation? And you know, that's interesting that we feel it quite hard. So it's what does it mean? So we feel that when everything goes down, a lot of people stops swaps because they is just afraid and just staying where is this. So that's we feel during the last week. So when we see it start growing a little bit, Rubic can start working very actively. When it's drop, everything is stopped. So people just don't know what to do. So it's looks like a lot of people go to centralized exchange and buy USDC there. But what is related to the Rubic? So it's like we also see a declining when markets is drop, but when it start growing, we see volume again and again. So that's effect, but I think not every day. So only a day when it's go to down. In this case, we get very low volume. The next question regarding the validators and Rubic bridge. So we a little bit changed, not a little bit. So we changed the focus from our own bridge because I already mentioned that there are a lot of competitors in this space. So that's not enough right now to build perfect bridge, because there are a lot of big players right now there. That's why we decided to be not one bridge, but bridge aggregator. Like 1 inch for DEXs, we will be 1 inch for the bridges. And Rubic bridge will continue to work this way. That's why we have launched liquidity providing, but we do not plan to open our validator code and open it to add more validators from the community, at least for the current months. So let's see how it will go into next months, and potentially it will also start growing. So when we expect that Rubic bridge will work perfect, it's when new chain is integrated. So let's say new parachain on Polkadot is started, and there's no other bridges on the market, no good bridges on the market. In this case, Rubic bridge will play a key role for the swaps. In other case, if we're talking about Binance Smart Chain and Polygon right now, we will lose, unfortunately, because they other bridges that have more liquidity and more power to process huge transactions. So that's what we feel right now, and that's why there are not a lot of news regarding the Rubic bridge itself. What's next question? So Regarding the mobile app, so already I think we already answered this one. Bitcoin, so yes, sorry for delaying this one. So I think it will be released very soon. So it will be rent BTC. Let's say 80% choose for as a main bridge for swap from BTC and back. Very good, very funny question for me. So this question that Rubic is not growing enough, and potentially we should change Vlad as lead of the Rubic, so to to get a better return. So I'm fine with this one. So if you have somebody who you have in mind who has a good experience in growing tokenomics and know how to do it, so please send us his profiles. Yeah, we will happy to consider this one. So as already mentioned, Alexandra already mentioned that our team was growing, so we add more people, more experienced one from big companies, big names, and we will continue to do this way. So, and we are not like people who think that we know how to do it right. So, for example, Alexandra is not good from technical side, I'm not good from marketing side. Somebody can be great from tokenomics side. So please welcome any your suggestions, any people who can make us stronger. We will consider this one. Regarding the revenue, April was really good for Rubic, because like first of all it's we got support from some protocols because they want our integration. It was a grants and it was very good volume for the swaps. So let's say we are really close to self-sustainable as a project. So we are good from this perspective. So we are happy that we find the model when we do something for the people and get revenue for this one. And we believe that while our SDK is growing, project who installed is growing, our revenue will also grow. But of course, it also affects market situation right now. Okay, regarding staking round 2, so first of all, I think we should say sorry for this one. So I believe that it's not was very real, good communicated decision, and we tried to cover this one by extra 20% for people who participated and then go out from the staking. But again, so we believe that that model of staking round 2 was not honest for all our holders, and they didn't give anything for our token itself. So because people can go in and go out at any moment, and you just win because you were the first. So we believe that's not right. So again, staking 3.0 will be much more honest for all the holders, and we plan to launch it in the next quarter. What is the future utility of the token RBC? So there are a lot of plans how we add more utilities for RBC. So as already mentioned, if we go to B2B space, we will charge for our widget installations. We will charge for commissions for using our widget every time, and also for the volumes and swaps. And some of these actions will be done by RBC. So let's see, one of the ideas is that if you install our RBC for, let's say, 1 month, we will charge you 20,000. If you need it for 1 year, we will charge you 200,000 or something like this. So going to B2B give us much more utility for RBC token. So it will be like a payment for using our power. This one answered. Regarding the liquidity providing, so and that our offer for participation in liquidity providing is not very good. So let us consider this one more time. So it's like removing penalty for go out and BRBC USDC ratio. Anyway, we believe that right now it's much more attractive because everything is down, and if you have BRBC or would like to buy BRBC, you can do it and get APR 27% for in USDC. Regarding the APR ledger to node, so it's we try our best to make it possible as closer to 27% as possible, and of course it's changed during the days, but some days it can be higher, some days it can be less, but in average it should be very close to 27%. What are the daily trade volume targets for end of 2022? So if all our plans regarding the B2B, and it will be at least 5-10 millions per day for cross-chain swaps. I think that's it regarding the most part of the questions. So some questions were like a little bit advertisement. So have you checked this project? Do you like this project? And something like this. Why did you buy this token? And so on. So that's I think that's it from my side. So if you have something from marketing.
No, I think we covered the majority. So there are a few more questions in the marketing area about the transparency, that can we be more transparent, and I think we are pretty open to our community, and that's what we like in communication with you guys, that we can be open, honest. That's why we have weekly AMA with Colin. That's why we have sometimes me and Vladimir speaking. You can always reach us, we always answer, like we in chat as well, maybe not so often, but I still continue to read everything, and I'm sure Vladimir as well. So yeah, so it feels that we are more or less transparent for what we do, why we do, and how we do that. If you have more suggestion how you want us to be, like even more open, please send us, we will consider them as well.
Yeah, the last question from technical side. It was a question: what is the main difference between? So why we should enhance our SDK? So what is it's about? So when SDK is integrated, just one example. So the project would like to understand should swap be done or not. So at first, project requests a rate for this token, and if rate is fine, let's make a swap. And for example, it's one project can do, let's say, 1 million requests for the rates and do only one swaps. And if we didn't put the limitation for such kind of request, it will be down because somebody just sent request, what is the price, what is the price, what is the price? And we didn't get any money because nobody make a cross-chain swaps, but somebody just make a lot of requests. So part of the enhancements is just to add limitations at how many API calls we can give to the provider, to the project, and so on. So talking about SDK, we consider this one as, let's say, is a new project inside of the Rubic, which will be work for not for the users but for the protocols, and it's completely different story because of these questions, limitations, and so on. Okay, so
yeah, there were some funny questions. I don't know if you want to answer them.
Okay, let's answer this one. So it's like a question: what is your favorite
books, writers, favorite novels?
Okay,
like I don't know if you know. You probably don't know, but I think our team is quite the team that reads quite a lot, I would say. We had this kind of book club, not the club, but we have always the discussion. So anytime when someone chooses a book, then we spread it and everyone reads it, and then we can discuss it. So I think Vladimir has lots of favorite books that he reads.
Yeah, it's really hard to choose. So some time ago I really like Remarque, Erich Maria Remarque. It's I think German author, and Dostoevsky, of course. So I think that what I feel when I read Dostoevsky is that my brains are so young, so I still do not understand a lot of things in life, and like you can spend 1 hour just read one page and still don't understand this one. So that's really good literature to understand who are you and where are you now from your evolution. So really recommend it. So what about you?
If we're talking about Russian novels and like Russian authors, There are a few that I like. The one is Rasputin. Probably just few people read it, but it's from like 60s, and I like the way how he writes. So yeah. But yeah, there's some great even now. Like we've read recently, like modern writers, and I love that as well. I don't know how to translate them in English, but like the Women of Lazar and like all these were great as well books. So. Yeah, that was off top. Let's go back to the questions, and we have quite a lot of questions on Telegram and on YouTube. So we will start to answer them. I don't know how it's better to do. Like, I think Andrew sent you as well in a chat. Let's start with YouTube and then go to Telegram, or with Telegram and then go to YouTube questions. Which one do you prefer?
Okay, I'm just reading the YouTube right now, so
okay,
it's
so
like,
let's start with YouTube then.
Where are you staying in Dubai? So it's we're staying in Dubai Marina district, so in different places, but both of them are based in Marina. So if you have would like to meet, and also like office in Dubai, what is the name? Business Bay, something like this.
Yeah, so text us if you're in Dubai. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, hello Turkey. So hi Turkey. So nice that you participate in this one. I can hear the lambas in the background. Yeah, there are a lot of lambas, and you know it's we already discussed with Alexandra that you feel like a student here. So it's like a lot of very expensive cars, a lot of very rich people there here, but not so many related to the crypto, to be honest. Symbiosis is here. Hi Symbiosis, thank you for supporting us, and happy to do integration with you, and hopefully it will be launched by really beginning of June. Okay, if somebody wants to work with us, just support ticket guy. Yeah, please welcome. So it will be great if you do not need any payment from our side. Anyway, please send to us your CV, so we'll consider this one. When decentralized validators, yes, already I think we already covered this one. We have, let's say, it's semi-decentralized validators right now, but will be more use other bridges also, which are much more decentralized at the current moment. Okay, issue with keeping us a momentum. So again, we believe that we are in the right place, in the right moment, and we find the great niche for us already. It's B2B widget and aggregate of the bridges, not just build a bridge. And we believe that we can succeed with this one because again, we already see great demand in this space.
Then Coinbase.
Yeah,
same as Binance.
I know what is better, Coinbase or Binance right now.
I think Binance.
Okay.
I think Binance. Yeah. So there was also about the partnership. We will continue to do we are continued our partnership, and we will continue to do them, and we will reveal once we can confirm. Then we will start to reveal the new partnership that we will have. Sorry for keeping you waited, but that's how it works.
Yeah, the question is regarding reduce swap fees. So it's really a difficult decision. So should we charge a commission for the swaps on the Rubic? So because if we do not charge commission, it will be much more attractive for the users. If we add commission, it's less attractive, but we start generating revenue not only for Rubic but also for all the holders, because we can pay for the stakers, we can pay for liquidity providers. So it's really hard to find this golden mean, but there are some ideas how we can reduce it for, let's say, stable against stable, or for small transactions to make it less depending on the case. But I think we will not be able to remove it completely, because otherwise it will be just not make sense to be very good guys who make cross chains for free. So there's no business in this case. Stake it. Yeah, so another question regarding the cost for use Rubic for bridging. I believe that it will be much more attractive when we integrate more and more bridges, and when we got enough people, we will decrease the fees correspondingly, because like obvious revenue is fees multiple of the volume. If the volume is big, we can reduce fees also. Okay, variable what happens to the money regarding the APR and this one. So I think it will be much more clear when we add this one to Dune Analytics. So you will see everyday volume, you will see how much revenue all the liquidity providers got, why it's 20% today, why it's 30% tomorrow. So give us some time to implement it and not to put it to the site or send it to the chat. So it should be done in the right way. So I think that's it from
No, there are a few more.
Few more?
Yes,
I
there are
don't have any
actually
more.
quite a lot. So if you want, you can read these questions.
This is question?
Yeah, there are like few questions over there. Yeah.
Few questions. This one has already answered, no?
Okay, I think this one, yes, but like this.
I believe this is quite well. We think that NFT are overhyped at the moment. Yes, so again, I personally don't like NFT so much, but we can't ignore the volume regarding the NFT. So again, our idea and what we have learned that we got a lot of volume on something new. So it's when a new token is launched, it's it's first 3 days huge volume for the new token. The same for the new chain, and the same for new NFT collection also. And which can't just ignore this one because locked. We can't. We get huge volume, and it means that more people who use us and at first time, and also revenue. Okay, the same question. Yeah, the question regarding the fees. So noted. So we'll think with the team brainstorm what we can do with the fees. To be honest, there were some ideas to even increase it during the next days, but let's stop this idea. Yeah, so the question is that we had some ideas like anonymizer, pools, smart contracts. I don't know what is also that we waste some time for the work. And unfortunately, crypto is this. It's how it works. So there are some ideas which just growing, and then nobody uses ideas. And again and again, so we need to react to life. So new trends, we need to react to get people from these new trends to us, and new ideas, and we need to react and to find a niche at last for the Rubic. So right now, what we have learned that we got a volume, we got a profit, we are noticed by the blockchains, we are noticed by protocols, we are noticed by the bridges. So we are in the middle of the interest in DeFi. So we believe right now that we are in the right position and right ways to do. Where is the governance? Where is this token being around? Yep, so the question regarding DEX aggregators, so please don't consider us as a DEX aggregator. We are bridge aggregators, not only the DEX. So again, so we will find the best DEX for exchange, then they find the best bridge for exchange to the another bridge, to the another chain, and then they find the best DEX on the target blockchain to get your desired token. So that's 3 integrations which needed. Okay, somebody asked for to be banned. Sorry for this one. Okay, so I think that we have covered. Check the Twitter and so on.
Let me double check. Andrew, if you can send me more questions that we didn't answer, please do.
Yeah, please find marketing questions.
Yeah, but I think we
When,
covered.
like my favorite when is marketing started? Sounds like this.
Yeah, that's the best. Mm. Yeah, so there is one more question about the staking with other tokens and like coins.
Yeah, so the question is about staking not only RBC but let's say Ether or Matic as on other bridges. So our bridge is working on USDC right now, and we only accept USDC as let's say a main asset for the staking, and also you need to stake RBC to get rewards in USDC. So no plans to add more tokens, at least right now, because it will be put us in a position that we will be the same as multi-chain, for example, or the seller, and we don't want to compete with them. So we need to divide or to combine them in our solution and get all the benefits of other protocols and with our current Rubic bridge.
Yeah. Okay, so there are a few more questions regarding the name of the partner. We will announce it once it's ready to be announced. Sorry for that, but please be patient. So I think that's it. Let's just finish.
Yeah. So first of all, it's we also changed our mind. Let's say it's only 2 weeks ago. So before we we focused on our own evolution. So let's say we have developed staking, and our marketing promotes the staking. We have launched liquidity providing, and our marketing promote liquidity providing. But we noticed that it's not enough, and that's why we have add more people to our marketing team, because we need to react what's happening on the market, and based on this one make a development and make a marketing. Let's say again, some amazing project launched, new marketplace launched, and we need to be the first project who work with them, to use them, collaborate with them, and based on market situation create our own roadmap. So not to be like concentrated only on inside of the Rubic, but also what is going on outside. And we will be much more aggressive from this perspective, not only for promotion, but also for changing our plans depending on what's happening right now. And that's how we plan to get much more people, much more users, much more investors, much more projects who use and utilize Rubic on everyday basis. So that's one of the also the key changes which I already mentioned. So we changed positioning, we changed how our marketing works, and we have released our roadmap, which have some unique ideas, we believe, for the market. So that's why we believe that Rubic let's say will continue grow. So it's just, I don't like this saying this one, but when started we was just our full market cap was 50,000 USD. So it's just like $500,000. It's all our capitalization. And right now we have built really something big with a great community, with great engineers, with a great marketing. So let's continue our work and continue our growing. Unfortunately, it's not easy to become big projects just from scratch. And we did half of our job. Let's continue do this half. And I would like to thanks to all the team members who helped us with on everyday basis, to developers, marketing, who help us to prepare this AMA, and again to our community, which helps us to grow every day. Thanks for this one.
Okay, thank you a lot. So the last, our favorite thing, and we can say bye-bye. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I forget one question. Okay. Sorry for Alexandra, sorry for this one. It was the question, how many tokens do we have right now as a team? So I think it's about 15 million. And also we are providing liquidity for Uniswap and Pancake also. So it doesn't make sense for us to dump our token, because in this case it's our liquidity is just go out somewhere else. So it's, again, we are here to make it very big and not to like sell anything, because it just that doesn't make sense for us. And okay, And my is this
Yeah.
one? Okay.
My
My Rubic stays cubic.